Yeah, they are here.
So we are moving to the next session of evaluation contest. So I would like to announce the rules and regulations for the evaluation speech. All contestants shall speak a platform which is a designated area, which is the part of this podium. There is only you need to present the speech here. And before the contest, at the beginning of the contest, a speech will be presented here. And prepared, you have to take the contestant, you have to take the necessary notes. All contestants, 5 minutes will be given to prepare the evaluation. At the end of the 5 minutes, all contestants except the first contestant shall leave from the hall and over the notes in the suggested notes. Please write your name, which will be written on the contestant for the evaluation. An evaluation shall be 2 to 3 minutes. Contestant who speak less than 1 minute 30 seconds and more than 3 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. Timing will be given to the contestant. First definite verbal, non-verbal communication without the audience, with the audience. And the green light will be turned on 2 minutes and for remaining 30 seconds. And amber light will be turned on 2 minutes 30 seconds and will be remaining 30 seconds. And the red light will be turned at 3 minutes remaining until the conclusion of the speech. In the event of technical failure of the signal, the speaker will be allowed 30 seconds extra out time before being disqualified. The sequence of the speaking has been arrived by the draw of loads as follows. I will read the contestant sequence as per that you need to present your speech. When I am reading the name, please stand up your contestants. The first contestant, Toastmaster John Thomas, and Madam Toastmaster Annie Bright.
Wait. Sorry.
You have tried the name.
Announce twice.
We have tried the name.
So judges, tally counter. Time out, please note down the name.
We don't have the balance sets yet.
Oh, sorry.
And the second one is Madam Toastmaster Annie Bright. The second one is
Sorry. Just read out the name very slowly, okay? So that and wait until they acknowledge. The judges have to acknowledge that they are done.
It's not
It's not that it's not on the list.
I think it's not there. That name is
It's not on the agenda.
Yeah. Actually, she has given the name from here.
Okay, the name is not in the agenda.
Tell
Tell them the name is not in the agenda. So it's clear.
Yes.
You just spell the name. You just spell the name, right?
Okay. The name is Annie Bright. ANNEBRIGHT.
Second.
ANNE Annie Bright. BRIGHT. And the next contestant, Toastmaster Ramraj. Next contestant is Toastmaster Ramraj. And the fourth one, Madam Toastmaster Jamila. Fourth one, Madam Toastmaster Jamila. And the fifth one, Toastmaster Shivkumar. The fifth one, Toastmaster Shivkumar. The sixth contestant, Toastmaster Muhammad Ashraf. Sixth one, Toastmaster Muhammad Ashraf. And the seventh one, Toastmaster P.O. Seventh one, Toastmaster P.O. The eighth one, Toastmaster Ashraf. Eighth one, Toastmaster Ashraf. And the final one, Toastmaster Vivek Ayyappan. The last one, Toastmaster Vivek Ayyappan. Audience, please give them a big round of applause. Contestant, please be seated.
Judges, you are noting down the names, right? Timer, you are noting down the names, right? Yeah? Tally, count down? Yeah. Sergeant Tom? You have to write it and speaking. Write your name and speak. Write your name and then speaking order. Yeah. See, the paper which I have given you, when I have yours, I think you are also. So please write your name and speaking order. It will be taken from you. Okay, once the target speaker completes, we will be giving you 5 minutes of getting continuously.
So this contest is, the chief judge is the contest, Toastmaster Swaminathan, with the support of the judging panel. And the role play is, we have Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Shanwas, please stand up. And Toastmaster Rajesh Palikire. And the timers, Toastmaster Yunus and Toastmaster Zulfikar. And tally counter, Toastmaster Venkatesh and Gabriel Sharmila Swaminathan. Please give a applause to them. Please be seated. So the judge is ready. So we can call.
You're all ready?
Yes.
Shall we call the target speaker? Sergeant Arms ready? Yeah, please.
So I would like to call the target speaker, Toastmaster Ibrahim Al-Zaidi. Right now the speech is just do it.
Today, I have good news and bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Good news. Good news. Good news.
No? I will start with bad news. Times fly. What's the good news? You are the captain. And you need to decide which area you will go. Dear captains, Toastmaster of the evening, President of the club, and for our best, very special good afternoon. Just do it is the second phase of simplicity. From today onward, please don't say, oh, this is very large book, I will never finish it. You will never finish it. Don't say, oh, my manager gave me all this task, how I will finish it? You will never finish it. Just start, read that book. Today, 1, 2, 3 pages. Tomorrow, 5, 6 pages. Few weeks after, you will find yourself you finish that book. Today, you will start task 1, 2, 3. Tomorrow, 5, 6, 7. And so on. You'll find yourself you finish your targets before the deadline. 2 important roles to success. First one, write your targets. A lot of us having targets, but if you ask them by end of the year what you achieved, he will say he can't remember even because he did not write his target. Second point, put a deadline for your target. Also, a lot of us, they're having target, but it's open. I would like to be a writer. I want to write a book. Since 10 years, I'm thinking about that. When it will be published? Never know. Maybe it will not. 2 months back, I said, 2021, my book should be published. And I put the strategy I should follow to achieve that target. Who is typing WhatsApp or Face or whatever while driving? Raise your hand. Don't worry, I'm not policeman. Okay. Why? Till when? Just stop doing that. Milliseconds. I got a serious accident. Milliseconds. It will change your life. You could be disabled. Then instead of you are productive, you need someone to invest in you. Just stop doing that. Smoking, just stop smoking. Many things in our life, we need the step going forward to achieve it. Getting married. Just do it. Okay. Booking.com. Who know when it started? Booking.com. It started 96. My family started booking since 70s. And we are booking the wives. Mom, make it that like me. And hello, sis Khulud, I need to book your daughter for my son. This is what happened to Ibrahim al-Yazidi. 10 years, 15 years. Okay, then what? What I was missing? What I was missing? Just do it. I was singing for wedding. Mom, I want to get married to my sister. They have good tension to my father. To my father friends, I can't go direct to my father. 2016, I was driving in the car, going to visit some friends with my father, my uncle in the back seat. Father, what do you think to get married next Eid? 2 months, huh? He said, just do it. I said, "Oh, are you serious?" He said, why not? Ask the support from God. At the same moment, I picked the phone. Aunt, what do you think to make next Eid double Eid? Ibrahim, I have a lot of yes. Go ahead. Aunt, what do you think to double celebration next Eid? Ibrahim, go ahead. Aunt, I want to get married next Eid. What? Are you serious? Yes, I got married. Next Eid, 2 months. You think I did not face challenges? Winds blow counter what you desire. But Shamsuddin al-Tabrizi said, don't follow the current, be the current. This is what happened to me. Toastmaster. I heard a lot about Toastmaster, but I was missing one point. Just do it. Again, I got an invitation. 8 months exactly. I said, just do it. I went to that meeting, and it was a very strong meeting. And that lady, she presented the speech. She was talking about opportunities and how we should utilize the opportunities, and we should not lose. We should be open-minded. I was a hard worker. I was sending the email while I'm driving. Imagine that. I left that meeting. A lot of ideas was in my mind. I got a lot of opportunities. Airlines, international company, local company. I was closing the door. I was not doing it. Just try. Just go forward. At the same day, not at the same day, at the same moment, I left the meeting. Before reaching to the roundabout, I got another call from one of my best friends. Ibrahim, there's new job opportunity. What? Are you serious? I said, yeah, sure. Everyone here want to go for new opportunities and success. This is my 8th month in my new job. I left my last job and I joined a new company. Just do it. Just do it. It's not speech style. Just do it. It's a lifestyle. You are the captain. And don't miss the flight. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ibrahim, for that speech. So there is a 5 minutes for the preparation.
Sergeant Lance, please come forward. Wait for 5 minutes. Okay, Sadhana, please collect the paper. Please give you all your mobile phone and whatever communication equipment you have, please hand over. If you want to hand over your balance also, we are ready to take it. Yeah. Please ensure name and the order is there. Please ensure, other than speaker number 1, everyone has to hand over mobile phone. Yeah, you can keep it otherwise. All communication thing and no paper should be taken outside. Please, no paper is allowed. Nothing. You have to just go empty handed. You have to use your thoughts now. Okay? Yeah, please ensure that all papers are collected. Just wait. Starting down to take you. Wait.
You leave your mobile here.
If you want, have any other valuable to be handed over, please hand over. So we take a break. Judges, please take your seat. Okay, fine. Yeah. Timer, are you ready?
Yeah.
Tally counters, judges, shall we? Yeah, please.
So the first contestant is Toastmaster John Thomas. Please come on the stage.
Contest chair, panel of judges, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster Ibrahim in particular. Warm good afternoon. When he walked into the stage and had that just do it, I was thinking that he's here to market Nike. He's part of the marketing team of Nike. First of all, what you have done is an amazing job. You have successfully created a positive vibe and filled the audience with positive energy. Hats off to select such a wonderful topic to present a speech as an evaluation speech in today's contest. And he has started, the beginning of the speech is very important because that's one chance you get to get the audience glued to you. He started it really well with two ideas, raising his hands, one bad good thing and one bad thing. With that action, you managed to capture the complete attention of the audience. And The positive thing, what he has said is, you are the captain, and I need every one of you to remember, you are the captain statement. A speech is not successful unless and otherwise it doesn't give the audience something to carry home. And his speech, definitely there are a couple of things he has given it, handed it over to the audience to carry it home. It was with some action points. He said, whenever you have a target, write it down and put a deadline against the target. And those are the action points which every one of us should carry it home and remember whenever you do or target something. He has filled up, the speech was full of his personal incidents and experiences, and definitely that adds value to sincerity to your speech. And there was enough humor to keep the audience entertained. Again, closing, he referred it to the positive statement of his beginning. He said, you are the captain, don't miss the flight. A wonderful way of closing the speech. Especially what I like the most is you have connected it back to the opening statement. It was an amazing speech with good gestures, voice modulation. You have done almost everything to make it a perfect speech. But only one suggestion, most of your movements on the stage was kind of a haphazard movement. I did not feel that was synchronized to the way you deliver your speech. You need to spend some time, practice a little more and make the movements on the stage a bit more smooth. And that will make you a wonderful speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mussafahs. And 1 minute silence, please. Okay, so we can call the next participant. Madam Toastmaster Annie Bright.
Good afternoon, one and all. Thanks, Chair, elite judges, and my fellow Toastmasters. It's the first time that I do an evaluation speech, and hats off to Toastmaster Ibrahim Zaidi. It was a big bang opening. It was a perfect opening, and that kind of opening actually opened all our eyes. We were all like not very focused, but you got to all our attention. I mean, you focused or got our focus actually. And perfect voice modulation, and you used the stage very, very well. You moved across, and you had the comfort level, as if you've been speaking from your childhood. You know, it was perfect. And all the live examples you gave from your real life was really encouraging. And the gestures that you used, you were very animated. I mean, every time, like you were giving us an example of how you were driving, and then you were like showing us like in action how you were driving the car and everything. And what I personally liked very much was the message to the public. You said don't text while you're driving, and you also said don't smoke. And this is a public message, which I love very much. This is a take-home message for me. And also the other two messages were that fixing a plan for yourself, and then strategically putting a plan in place, which means like manage your time very well and have a deadline that you can accomplish. That was really good. And you also quoted a famous, I don't know the name of the person who actually quoted this one. You said, be the current, you know. Don't just go along with the current, but be the current. So that was really, really encouraging, because so many of us fear and we go along with the challenges. But no, you be the current, you said that's really good. And scope for improvement, I mean, I think I should use this one. You use like simple language, which is very good for people to understand, but probably in the next time you can use more complex language that, you can improve yourself. Because, an evaluation speech doesn't go very well without giving you real feedback. So the real feedback from my side, from my humble experience, is that use more complex language in the future, which will help you. And like I said, the Big Bang entrance or the opening was the best for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Are you bright? Just give her 1 minute silence. So the next contestant is Toastmaster Ramraj.
Contestant, fellow Toastmasters, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Ibrahim Ansari. Very good evening.
Good evening.
What a fantastic speech you had today. Just do it. That itself is a word which normally we hear from everybody, particularly from my house. My wife always says, just do it. When I go to the office again, the same thing. My boss used to say, just do it. We have a lot of targets. When you start about the targets, like we have the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, in office we have got so many things to do it. So when we say this word, just do it, it reminded me of the same scenario which is really happening in the office. And you have started with bad things and good things. Always, we always like to hear what is good things, not about the bad things. But we have both aspects. You'd like to see what is the bad things. When you think about doing things, you always think of the good as well as the bad. That will give you an initiation how to start your work. You always anticipate what is going to happen good as well as what is going to happen bad. You have taken your speech in the right manner, and your body was really, the opening of course was very good. Like just do it. That itself will here, in our eyes, always when you do something, let's really want to start something. And about other things like the body, you have given examples of various scenarios which happened during your speech, like your grandmother aunt used to tell about, just do it about your marriage. There's so many things in life, so many portfolios we have to take, so many roles we have to take in our life also. That's a common factor for everybody. So that way it was really a very good speech, and about good things about your speech and your voice. We had a fantastic natural voice, and that itself is make your speech, wherever you go you give a speech, that itself will make you to catch the audience. This type of voice you have, and your body language. This also is a very good qualification for a good speaker. And otherwise, the whole speech itself is really inspirational, or you can say it's a motivation speech. But just do it. That's itself always when you go back after hearing your speech, always it comes to mind. Otherwise, here, just do it. That itself is a motivation speech. Every speech has got some aspects of good things and for improvement. A little bit of inspiration, like what you gain out of that. Once you take it, just do it. What you have gained after that. You have taken some action about things, and how it has made it more advantageous on your side. That would have given a more impact of your life, of the speech, whatever you given it. Otherwise, it was a very good speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramraj. Please be a silent. The next speaker is Madam Toastmaster Jamila.
Vice Chair, Honorable Judges, and target speaker, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
What a great title and the message you have conveyed today. Let us give a big round of applause to our target speaker. Coming here on a Friday and delivering this speech. Just do it. Little drops makes the ocean. This is the message he has conveyed. You just start doing it. Don't wait for tomorrow. The little steps lead you to the bigger steps. So he started with a property and question to the audience that you want to hear a good news or bad news. He had excellent gestures. He used the stage very well, and the speech was organized in a well manner. There was a proper opening, body, and the conclusion, and the transition also was very well done. He has conveyed his message through his life-own experiences, his marriage, and his moving into the job. Excellent interaction with the audience. Everything was done very well. But I have 2 points which I can tell you to improve you can incorporate in your future studies. The first one is the clarity. The content clarity. In 2 places, I felt the content was not clear. Maybe it is clear to you, but the way you convey it. For example, you talked about the accident and how many of you uses mobile phones and the accident, and I was confused what is the relevance of that with the topic. So this was not clear to me. And the second one, your vocal variety. You had a conversation with your aunt who had your marriage, where you could have brought some vocal variety, but this is very minor things. You had done a very good job today. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jamila. Please give a 1 minute silence. The next contestant, the next one is Toastmaster Shivkumar.
Just do it. Ibrahim, you just did it. Contest chair, chief judge, panel of judges, and all fellow members, very good afternoon. You started your speech by saying, just do it, and you just did it. I would request every one of you to give a big round of applause to our target speaker, Ibrahim. Being a too difficult. You are actually addressing a new crowd, which nobody might have known to you. And you are such a bold person on the stage, man. I was totally taken aback. Coming to the speech, you just hung your t-shirt here. Half of the message has conveyed to all the people across the room with that. Wonderful. Very good. And you started your speech saying, just do it. And the opening was wonderful. You took the body of the speech by giving lots of examples. I was totally amazed to see you to cover such a content actually. The primary problem for me in preparing any speech is about the content. If the content is more, my delivery is poor. But you covered the content, whole lot of content in just 5-7 minutes. Maybe you took less than that. And you delivered wonderful. And at the end you said, close the speech by saying, just do it is just not my speech title. It is a message to all of you. It is the lifestyle of all of you. That's wonderful. In fact, I mean, this is a wonderful idea to close any speech. Coming to the area, the stage usage, wow, you actually knocked it off. You used almost all the space. And the body language, you drove, you took the phone, you called her, and wow, what and what not. Every gesture from your body was wonderful. And that is exactly what any audience wants to listen to. I have a problem when I was actually noting down the points. I was totally engrossed with the speech that I could not note down my points even. Okay, he will be down at least after half minute or 1 minute. I was waiting for that to note down my points, but never he gave a chance to take my eye off. Wonderful! Really, kudos to you. And I have a couple of points. I mean, I have to search myself to give some recommendations. Really, nothing I can say, but maybe you can work on your language usage a little bit only. No, nothing wrong in that. But you are perfect. Thank you. How are you?
Thank you, Mussafah Kumar. Give you 1 minute silence, please. The next speaker is Toastmaster Muhammad Ashraf.
Honorable judges, or my fellow Toastmasters and guests, warm good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon.
Especially good afternoon to our captain, Toastmaster by Saudi. Ladies and gentlemen, today our target speaker, he took us through different stages, different incidents in life. Throughout his speech, he was very well connecting the topic of the speech with just do it. He started with a question, you want good news or bad news? Everyone chooses good news only. We always run after good news. Again, that's really a good start, the way he started the speech. Our target speaker today was narrating
different lessons from the life. When he was talking about accident, he was talking about usage of mobile. When he was talking about marriage, everything he was trying to connect it. Just do it. He was talking about targets and deadlines, which we all are going through in our day-to-day life. Even if it is at workplace, even if it is at back home. So one of the best part which I felt, he was very confident on it. Even though this stage was really new to him, he never had this experience. He had really good hand skills. He had really good vocal variety. He was maintaining eye contact with the entire podium. He was speaking in such a way that he was in a really comfort zone. In speech which we take, of course it's hope for improvement. First of all, this kind of speeches, rather than going for different incidents and different stories, take one incident, elaborate it, open it, body, then you come for the conclusion. Try to connect it very well with your topic. When you go for that kind of a speech, which you will be able to give better messages to the audience, some sort of takeaway home messages. Finally, you have done an excellent job. Wish good luck for all coming viewers in Toastmasters channel. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. And please allow me for judges. The next speaker is Toastmaster P on the stage.
Honored judges, fellow members, and in particular, Mr. Ibrahim Al-Suwaidi, I salute you for bringing such an apt, timely subject among the audience today. Creativity requires experience, and that's what we all saw from Ibrahim Al-Suwaidi. Let me try to evaluate your speech, you as a speaker and speech. You as a speaker, what I observe the best is the way how you interacted with the audience, how you engage the audience. Any speech, any international speech, whether it's 7 minutes or 70 minutes, the moment you feel a distraction from the audience, you become a failure. Here, the entire audience were listening for the second word what was coming next, because you were throwing some crack jokes, you were throwing some questions among the audience, and there was some drama play. This is the way how you can interact with the audience, engage the audience. That's the best part I like. And the precision communication, the way how you did, because the economy of the words. This is the best thing. You did not wander around for bringing a subject. This is the best part. This shows how did you practice your speech. Now, the speech, the subject itself, just do it. And success rules, time is the only subject distributed among all the human beings equally in this universe. But this is the one item we all run short of. Time. Why? Because mismanagement. There was a very simple subject. You brought it right towards this audience today. I salute you for that question. It was a timely subject. Now, by all means, it was an excellent approach. Now, from the excellence levels to next, the elegance, how you can claim one more step further. In my opinion, what you have done better. There is something called fourth wall when you speak to the audience as a speaker. First wall, second wall, and the third wall. There is no fourth wall when you are a speaker. You are speaking to the audience, you are engaged in it. When there is a drama play, you are talking to your dad, your aunt, there is a fourth wall. There is no audience, you are speaking only to your dad. You don't need to look at the audience. You could have done it that way. And another one, what I would suggest is economy of physical action. You could have controlled a little bit of action. Yes. At some point of time, I was feeling that you are overreacting on throwing some thoughts. You could have controlled that. Otherwise, with this two simple advice, the way how you interacted with the audience for the timely subject, salute you.
Thank you very much. Please allow 1 minute for this voting. The next speaker is Toastmaster Ashraf.
Don't go with the current. Be the current. What a great takeaway. Mr. Conster, fellow Toastmasters, Mr. Ibrahim Zaid has presented a very inspiring and compelling speech on a very relevant topic. This he brought it to us on a very apt time also. This morning, earlier in this session, we were hearing about procrastination. The same today morning, I was planning to have another mobile handset so that I can set aside using my Facebook at home only, in order to stop myself while driving or at office times. So, Mr. Ibrahim has presented it using different tools of verbal communication very successfully on the stage. I see himself, he was living the message on the stage. He brought first he used a very nicely designed message, a clearly designed presentation, and his language was so clear. And not only that, his body language, he was so highly dramatically presenting the message so that the importance of that message, just do it. You are so compelled